involved? Yes, ma'am. Harsh conditions, yes, the conditions are usually crummy. What do you think? You?
Like a house fell down.
Yes, exactly. What about you?
Like an earthquake.
Yep, absolutely. So, no, here, you only get one at a time. Okay, so what we do is we respond with the task force anywhere in the world, mostly only in the U.S., but anywhere in the world, for disasters. Earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis, anything that can happen where people can get trapped. Quest has to learn all kinds of skills. He has to be able to climb a ladder. He has to be confident walking on high planks and on very, very unstable surfaces. He has to be my partner, but also he has to be, thank you, he has to be independent. And that is a really, really hard balance to find because most of us want our dogs to do what we say to ask them to do when we ask them to do it. In the case of a dog like Quest, he has to do what he needs to do for the job, and he has to listen to me in order to do that job, but sometimes he has to say, hang on a minute, I'm doing my job and it's more important than what you're saying. So he has to learn a lot of commands. Some of his commands mean, hey, I think you need to go over there, and other of his commands mean, get back here right this minute or I'll kill you.
What?
Exactly. So that is, the difference is he has to understand my tone of voice. Because if I say, come now, with a really severe tone, he needs to come right now because that means I have recognized that something is going to be dangerous and he could be badly hurt or even killed. Like in an earthquake, it might be an aftershock. On the other hand, if he's out working somewhere and I see him and I realize that he hasn't been over to that part of a structure to check for first human scent, I can say, Quest, go over. That is like, get over there when you get a chance, don't forget to go that way, and he will remember it when he's certified. He's a long way from that right now. But when he's certified, he will remember that my tone of voice and what the command is makes all the difference in the world as to whether or not he has to do it this minute or he can use his own judgment as to when he does it. So it's a really hard balance to create. Yes, you're being very cute. It'll take me at least another year to get him to certification, probably a little bit longer. So far, he's done really, really well in his training. He's my 5th disaster response dog. He's done really, really well so far, but there's always glitches. Every dog runs into a glitch as you move along, or maybe your partnership isn't quite the way you want it to be. So, would you guys clean your rooms if you didn't get an allowance, or you didn't get, would you put the dishes in the dishwasher if you didn't get regularly paid for it from your parents? Yeah. Okay, you're weird, but okay.
They make me, so I have.
All right, so here's the thing. Our dogs, they all work for something.
A treat.
So we use a lot of treats, especially early on in training. But in the end, they all work for toys. Almost all of them will work for a toy. This is the toy that Quest wants. And he's learning to really love this toy. His indication when he has found human scent is a bark and stay. Can you bark? You want it? You have to bark. So Quest is still learning his barking behavior. He's still learning when is a good time to have it and when is not. And I have certain people that hide for him and play the part of the victim who are really good at teaching him how to do that. And I use those people regularly to work on that. Joe Pete has a bark indication too, and he was trying to explain to Quest, if you do that, you will get a toy.
He really likes that toy.
Yes, he likes it. He likes playing tug, and this is part of his reward. For disaster, we have what we call victim rewarding, which means I don't reward when we're running problems in a rubble pile or something. The person who's playing the part of the victim rewards. That keeps the dog's nose right where the scent is coming out. Because if you think about a disaster, people are buried 20 or 30 feet down inside a structure. So where the scent is coming out exactly is really important. So you can imagine these guys can cover a whole rubble pile a whole lot quicker than we can. They can do a whole lot better job, and you can't fool their noses. If they're sent, and they will tell you about it. Right, bud? So I will let Dave talk to you some about about air scent, the stuff that you guys have been working out in the woods. So he's going to talk to you a little bit about what to do when you're in the woods, how to take care of yourselves in the woods,